So Dizaster just sent out this official statement here. I honestly, I haven't. I skimmed through it vaguely. I didn't really think about it or really took in. I wanted to read it live with you guys here and get my honest first take reaction on it. So let's go. February 18th, 2022. To my fans, well, here it is, my letter to the battle scene. As you all know, it's been a long journey. The ups and downs, the cries, the laughs, the pain, the triumph. Through failure and success, we as a whole battle community are thriving and still here. I've been a battle rapper since 99 to 2000, and for most of you, you know I really have never taken a year off till now. 15 months to be exact. This hiatus has given me a lot of time to finally reflect on what I truly want for myself and what I think the people really want from me and for themselves. I've been battling month to month my whole life, and I've never actually slowed down to show myself attention. Doing what you love should never feel like a job. It should feel like love. We all lost that when it became a dead-end job everyone had to show up for, living paycheck to paycheck for no real plan for the future. In return, the content suffered and the fans suffered consequently because of it, and the cycle continues to us suffering because the fans are unhappy. In parallel, over the years, with the level of unhealthy competition and business-driven wars and mishaps that's happened, and also the lack of artist motivation and genuine excitement, we have come to experience a content stagnation in our lane, similar to the music industry. As battlers, we are the creators, and for those of us have been here longer than the rest, have a bigger commitment to the grassrooted vision than those around us. The artist should have always been at the forefront. Artists deserve ownership. As a veteran of this turf, I have a responsibility that comes with the authenticity we have acquired here over the last 2 decades. We can't adopt any more outside influence. And that's why I'm leaving. I'm leaving back home. I know some of you knew this day would come. It was only a matter of time before we landed a life-changing deal for the culture we invested our whole lives in. And now, as I pack my bags to head off to the next level, my focus has changed from myself to helping those around me. That's why I'm taking the original spearheads, Lush One and Direct, with me, and we're bringing everyone else back home together. I've been facilitating groundbreaking meetings for our new company throughout this year quietly, now setting up what's going to be the resurrection of raw originality and content-based environments in tandem with the biggest media partnership battle rap has ever been exposed to. This summer will be earth-shattering, to say the least. It was extremely hard to get to this point and took a year of hard work, failure, and disappointment to make it here and ensure there was no loose ends, and continuing to expand the culture while taking on the difficult challenge, preserving the core essence in the same breath. Time to rebreathe fire into the entire engine that started this. Anticipate a plethora of groundbreaking battles starting in April. We're coming back to YouTube. As creative director of this entire process, I'm well equipped with the best team and business partners I can ever ask for. And we're riding this till the wheels fall off. This independence is going to allow us to finally recapture our identity and reconnect with the core fan base that we belong to. Our goal is producing those original voices and unique styles again, which will push the envelope harder than ever before and make it cool to be yourself again without conforming or sacrificing anything. So just the tip of the iceberg, but that's what I've been doing this past year. As per usual, I went over my time limit. Typical disaster. Have a great weekend. The countdown starts today. Love and light to all. Happy Independence Day. All right. So what I'm gathering here is that Dizaster in tandem with Lush One and Direct are, I guess, starting maybe their own league type deal. That is coming back to YouTube, where the artists have the ownership. Kind of sounds like something I've been preaching about Midnight Madness for, I don't know, since the beginning. So we'll see how this all transpired. I mean, you heard what he had to say. Very well written. Seems like it's coming from a genuine place. Dizaster, if we're gonna follow this, and if it goes off the rails like the Sue Surf drama has, we're gonna talk about that as well. All right, nobody's getting any favors here. We're not gonna just say this is great if it looks crazy. I'm gonna be very fair, just like I was with Midnight Madness. And again, everybody thinks I'm a hater on Midnight. I love Midnight Madness. I just think it's a terrible business move. It literally makes no sense. Because Midnight Madness at its core makes no sense when Sue Surf pays for everything. He says it's for the battlers. The battlers get half the money. Get half the battlers don't get any money. The other half get a small amount. And then URL gets all the footage and all the ownership. So that's just that doesn't make any sense for me. I have never hated on Midnight Madness as a idea. I've hated on Midnight Madness as a business. But again, if it's a URL business, which I think it is, but that's not what it's being presented as, then it's a then it's a great thing actually for URL, not for the battlers. So what Dizaster is saying here, well, I'm sure there'll be more details to come. Starting April, we're in February, so in 2 months, we're gonna see something come from this. Whether it's gonna be another league that does business different, that's gonna have different environments. Bring back that old essence feel. Like we know we've heard that before, but this is very interesting, man. And you could tell, like, just like I believe Sue Surf loves the culture, all right, and I do. I just think he's a maniac. I believe Dizaster loves the culture, and we could actually say the same thing. Dizaster's a maniac, all right. So it is what it is. Sometimes you need maniacs to be in charge of things to actually go that next step. Because unless most normal people don't want to even take on an endeavor like this. It can get very overwhelming, and you need a certain type of a personality to do things like this. So I salute, like, even like a Smack and an Organic and ARP, it takes a type of personality to even want to be involved in dealing with the battle rappers, dealing with the community. It can get very toxic and crazy, and we all understand that. And Sue Surf's dealing with that right now. I don't understand what Sue Surf's business model is. It makes no sense. So I'm very interested to see how this is all going to pan out. What's actually going to go on here. I'm going to look at it as a fan and as a business. All right. So I'm going to be very blunt and exactly the same as I was for Sue Surf and Midnight Madness. But so far, I like the words that are being said. That's definitely a good thing. For instance, let's go back. Let's take it back here where he says, in parallel, over the years, the level of unhealthy competition, business-driven wars, and mishaps would happen, and also lack of artist motivation, genuine excitement, we have come to experience a constant stagnation on our lane, similar to the music industry. I 100% agree with that. That's literally what I've been saying since day one, that the battle rap, that the music industry has just gone a certain way, and we don't want battle rap to go that way. That's why we can't accept choking. That's why we can't accept recycling. That's why we can't accept ghostwriting. All right? Because once that becomes accepted, then anybody can be a battle rapper. And battle rap should be special. Anyone should not be able to become a battle rapper. I'm sorry. Battle rap should be a special thing for the warriors. All right? The gladiators. Not just any Dick, Tom, and Harry on the corner be saying, I want to battle because I know how to put words together. No. It's a gladiator sport / entertainment business. All right? I know I have an issue with the sports part of it. The reason why I can't call it a sport because I believe it's an art, but no one has done the sport aspect of it right, and I don't know how it can be done right. I could be proven wrong and could be done right in a different way and maybe a different vision that I don't see right now. And that's very possible, but we shall see. But, yeah, I like what I'm hearing. I like the words. We don't have too many details yet, but hey, another endeavor, another something to give us entertainment to talk about. This is gonna be great. And when you have Diz, you got Direct, who's been around forever. Lush One, who's literally been around. All these guys have been around basically since the beginning. Lush One, Direct, and Diz. I mean, you couldn't ask for a group that has more experience dealing with all this stuff. That's a fact. You might not think that maybe, regardless whether you think they're the best people for the job, they have the most experience. So I'm excited for it, And I need you guys to stop getting twisted that I hate Midnight Madness. I don't. Every criticism I've ever given to Midnight Madness and all the fun and the jokes, it's all to make it better and to perfect it. It's always that. That's where I always come from. Just because you don't like my tone and the way I say it, and that's the problem with everybody in this community. It doesn't matter what people say. It's who says it. You don't like me, so you don't like that I say it. So you don't look at it as constructive criticism. You look at it as hate. It's never coming from a hateful place. And when we laugh at stuff, we need to laugh at ourselves. I laugh at myself all the time. So I'm going to laugh at Surf when he's acting crazy. I'm going to laugh at Dizaster if he starts acting crazy. I laugh at myself all the time. That's okay. All right? We got to stop. As a community, we need to stop using that word hate when criticism is being thrown around. It's not hate. Are there some people who are literally just hating? Sure, I'm sure. But you can't say it's everybody's when they come at it a certain way. And I'm sorry, my tone is my tone, and I'm not going to change it. And if you don't like it, that's not my problem. There's a lot of people that understand my tone and understand what I'm saying, and they're not as sensitive as you, all right? And they can take a criticism and not fall apart and start, canceling me and saying I need to be booted from the community, that I'm negative. Yeah, negativity is a good thing, in my opinion. All right? Negativity is how you grow. You don't grow through positive reinforcement every single time, especially if it's not warranted. You actually, is a detriment to your company if everyone's just positive around you when it doesn't call for positivity. Positivity is not always a good thing, and negativity is not always a bad thing. And actually, it could be flip-flopped very easily. Very easily. So let me know what y'all think. We don't have the full details, but I'm sure that's going to keep coming and coming and coming. And we'll continue to talk about it. Salute to Diz. In my opinion, I came on the scene. That's Diz and Hollow right behind me. You see that? All right, Diz and Hollow right behind me. When I came on, all right, I've always believed Diz is one of the greatest of all time. And the fact that I see a lot of people in this community try to say otherwise, it's very saddening that people don't respect the talent because they might not like his personality or they can't relate to him because of whatever. Okay, and I've always been a guy who's been able, just because I can't, let's say I can't relate to you, I can still appreciate you. And I think that as fans, we need to get back to that. All we care about is who we relate to, and it needs to be more about that. That's definitely a thing. But you need to appreciate the people that aren't like you, okay? And appreciate it for what it is. And if you actually step back and appreciate Diz for what he's done in this community, man, it's hard to argue he's not the GOAT. I know I always get on people saying, oh, the GOATs, because in my opinion, there can be only one. But if we're going to say one of the greatest of all time or one of the whatever you want to call him, he's definitely a legend. And you can't write battle rap history without mentioning Dizaster over and over again. I don't care what you say. All right? He's etched in stone. Like a lot of battle rappers are, but he's one of them. All right? And he's always been amazing to me. I've watched every single one of his battles multiple times. He's done it on... He's the only battle rapper to literally do it all over the world. He's the only battle rapper my mom and uncle and cousins have ever watched in their language. Love you guys. Peace.